Nice.
Yo guys, what's up? Welcome back to another video. Hope you guys are all doing well, enjoying life, and as always, smashing your projects. So in today's video, we have a very cool one, very exciting. We're gonna have a look and see, is this worth, what is this lens? What is this lens, guys? This lens is the TTArtisan. It is 75mm f1.5. It has some special characteristics as well. So it's not just like a normal lens. So we're gonna see, is it cool? Is it worth the price? And yeah, what can we do with it? Should you buy it? We're gonna discuss all of that through the video, and we'll have a look at the end of the video as well. Deep in the bush. The vibe is deep bush, like deep in the forest. So first let's have a look at the build and the design. This thing is metal. It is very solid. Some people like that, some people don't. I mean, if you like plastic, then that's up to you, but to me it feels nice. It's solid, it weighs about 570 grams. You have this lens cap here, which you can take off. So it's not just like click on and off, but I kind of like that. It's pretty cool. I mean, let's be honest, we're probably gonna lose the lens cap anyway. So, and then for the mount, you have this one here. So the mount is M42, but of course we have an adapter. So you can get a mount adapter for most cameras, and then it just screws on like that. So let's take a look at the aperture blades. It has 13 rounded aperture blades, and if you actually look in here, guys, it actually looks like a human eye when you turn it. It's just so nice. So it goes all the way down to f1.5, and the aperture ring is this one up here on the top. You can see all of the numbers and the arrow over here. 75mm, which is a very cool focal length, especially if you guys are doing portraits. That is usually a nice dreamy kind of focal length, depending on what you guys are shooting for portraits. In my opinion, it is pretty nice. And it is manual focus, which is a little bit crazy for people in the beginning, but once you get used to it, it's fine.
Yes. Oh yeah, stay there.
Let's take a look at this lens, guys, and let's talk about the focus. I think that's going to be one thing that everybody's going to want to know first, and how does the focus perform using manual focus. So one thing about this lens is you cannot just go straight out there in the field and think that you're going to get perfect shots straight away. You need to take your time. You can't just take shots like you would on a normal automatic focus and think that everything's going to be perfect when you get home, because you're probably going to get home and you're going to give up photography straight away when you see all of the pictures that they were all out of focus. One thing that will help you guys is something in your camera settings called focus peaking, and focus peaking you will be able to find in every camera. It's called MF focus peaking, so manual focus peaking, and that will actually show the parts that are in focus in red on the camera screen while you're actually taking the picture. So that will help immensely if you guys are not used to that. So some of the things I noticed as well about the focus, when you have it stopped down all the way down to f1.5, more or less just the middle of the frame is in focus. So for example, let's just say that this here is the frame. If your model is like down here and her eye should be, this is the middle, then I mean she's gonna, her hair's gonna, if her hair looks good, it's gonna be in focus, but her eyes are not gonna be in focus. If you guys do want the model to be in focus, then make sure that she is in the middle of the frame, or whatever your subject be for that matter. Make sure it is in the middle of the frame, especially when you are shooting all the way down at f1.5. But I think, guys, just go out there, take your time. Don't go out there and do some wild street photography. Have a look and take a few pictures at once, like I did with the model. I was taking photos while I was adjusting it, just to make sure that everything was in focus, because I did not want to get home and then realize that half of the shots were not in focus. I have a perfect example here of what happens when you just look at the screen and you think it, I mean, well, I could probably tell that this wasn't in focus, but when you just take shots like you normally would, take a look at this. This is what will happen to you guys if you do not take the time and make sure that it is in focus, and you're just looking through the viewfinder, you're like, boom, that's it, enough, we out guys, home time, we got the shot. Enjoy the process, make sure you guys got the shot, and everything will be fine. And I wanted to show you guys how slight the difference can be as well, because for example, while I was taking pictures, there were these two pictures that I took, for example, and one I took and it looked like the focus, when I was using focus peaking, it looked like it was in focus, and then I took another one and then that one also looked like it was in focus, but I just moved it, just the slightest movement ever with the focus ring, and you can see that this picture, if you look closely, it's not actually in focus 100%, and the other picture is. The other one is definitely more in focus than this one. So I mean, the average person that hasn't been taking photos for that long, they'll probably look at it and be like, damn, that's insane, it looks super cool, but really it's not actually in focus. So if you want to be precise and you want the perfect picture out of this lens, then make sure you guys take the time and get that perfect shot, because it is possible. I didn't think it was after seeing some of the YouTube videos. I thought that they just were, it wasn't a sharp lens, but as you guys can see, take the time and it will come out very nice. Oh, maybe now while you wait, do you want to introduce yourself?
Everything just disappeared from my mind. So, hi everyone. My name is Nastasia and I'm a girl from Latvia. I met Brad in Instagram and we were planning to do a shoot, and so far for 5 hours we're waiting for the sun. And like, I'm also speaking Russian, поэтому всем хорошего настроения. There's weather. Like, it was right perfect before.
Mm-hmm. Of course. Okay. Yeah, stay there. Oh yeah, that looks really cool. Nice.
I really like it.
It looks cool, no?
Yeah.
Like the minute the sun comes, it's gonna be 100 times better. Come on, sun.
Oh, it's fine.
Oh yeah, here I can really see it on your hair. Okay, totally different.
Yes. Oh yeah, stay there.
And I feel like even you'll hear me the click like maybe 3 times and then change pose. Just because this one is like a little bit harder to get the focus. Yeah, stay there, stay there. So guys, one thing about this is it is very hard to focus, so it will take some skill. But, and maybe let's, yeah, looking like your hair knew exactly what I was gonna say. Yeah, nice. Okay, now it looks magical. Да, в камеру. Maybe even next to this one.
No problem, Brad. Why not?
Yeah, it's all good. Yeah, that's perfect, yeah. So I'm gonna show you guys the difference. Now we're gonna shoot it like if, let's say 2.8. So now it will be super sharp and probably all in focus. But the difference is the minute you stop this lens down, the swirl is completely gone. So, and then yeah, we'll do it from this way again. Nice, and then looking to the camera. I want to talk about the character of this lens, the swirly bokeh. The reason that you guys are probably looking at this lens, why you want to buy it, because it's unique. I mean, the character is super nice. For these portraits, they are beautiful. Like, I love the way that it just blends the background all together. The grass is just swirling around her. I love how the light is swirling and she's just there in the middle. For me, it looks super dreamy. I'm in love with this style of photography. It looks amazing, and I've actually always wanted to do a shoot like this, so I'm so glad that I got to try it. But have a look at this though. The swirly bokeh is actually only there when you use it on this super low aperture. So when you shoot it wide open at f1.5, this is what gives it this swirly background. But the minute you stop it down, like I'll show you guys this picture here, I shot this one at around f2 or f2.5 and it was gone. But here you can actually see how sharp the lens actually is. It is like a very, very sharp lens when you are not shooting at this like wide open low aperture. So it can actually really produce very sharp pictures. But for me, I have sharp lenses anyway, so I wouldn't really be using this if I was shooting at f4 probably, because for me, I'm really in love with this swirly bokeh and the creative side of this lens. Like, I would do that just for a swirly bokeh photo shoot.
Damn, I love these so much.
Okay, and the last thing, guys, we have a little comparison. I had to bring up my 50mm f1.2 and I had to see how it performs against this baby right here, because these lenses in terms of price, they are both on the opposite side of the scale. I mean, this one you can get for around under 300 US. The 50mm is basically $2,500 more than this lens. In terms of sharpness and autofocus when it is stopped down at f1.2, of course I think the 50mm f1.2 is gonna win. Probably, I mean, it should win. If not, we got a problem. In terms of creativity, I really wanted to focus in on that. This is not a comparison video. Let me know if you guys would want to see a comparison video, but I just wanted to see how it performs, because usually I would use my 50mm in this kind of shoot. So straight away, the first things that I noticed is that the 50 is way sharper. Obviously, it is a lot easier to focus, and really using the 50mm again, it feels so easy because I don't even have to think. Like, this one here takes dedication, it's work. You have to really work for the shot. As with the 50mm, you can just take your shot, AF, boom, you got it, everything looks good, boom, time to go home, boys, call it a day. But I want to just have a look at the character. Like, in this specific shoot, to me, I don't know, you guys let me know in the comments, but this lens looks absolutely incredible. I cannot fault this lens for this photo shoot. Like, compared to the 50mm, put the background, this one for me. I mean, it looks amazing. Obviously, I wouldn't use it in every situation, but the character of this lens is beautiful. But you guys let me know what you think about this here. Let's talk about lens flare. If you know me and my style of photography, I really love lens flare. I love working with the light. It's something that just, boom, it's my thing, you guys. I love that. So lens flare is something that I always look at in a lens. And for example, the 50 has this like rainbow flare. The 35mm has more of this like green bubble flare. This lens as well has a very distinct flare, and it is like this fiery orange, which is super cool in my opinion. I really love the look of it as well. I only have a couple of shots to show you here because the sun was really playing with our emotions this day. But while I was in Australia with my son, I actually got a few pictures with this one in the morning at a place we were staying of these kookaburras, and I have really good lens flares. Here you can see this super cool lens flare as well that it creates. And well, here are some more pictures of the swirly kookaburras. Okay fams, we made it to the end of the video, and if you made it this far, it probably means that you are thinking of buying this lens, or you are very impressed with it. What are some of the pros? The pros are it's super solid, it feels good. For me, I love the design. It looks cool. It looks like one of these super old vintage lenses, and you pull it out and it just looks cool. People are automatically gonna love you when they see this lens. Another pro is that it is f1.5, and usually that is pretty expensive, and usually around like 85mm, that's an expensive aperture to have. This thing here is under $300. For the quality that you get from this, when you know how to use it, it's completely insane. And the last thing is it's unique. Like, you can go out and you can say, guys, I'm gonna take some swirly bokeh portraits for you. Like, everybody that I show this lens and I say, oh, I have this lens now that takes swirly bokeh pictures, they absolutely love it. They see the pictures, they see the design, they feel it, and they're like, oh my god, that's so cool. So, and it really is like this new version of the Helios. Some of the cons for me, I would say, would be the manual focus, and all of the cons would probably be centered centered around the focus. I mean, if you want everything to be in focus and you want the swirly bokeh effect, it's like this catch-22 because you got to use the f1.5, but that's the hardest aperture to shoot at with this lens. So anyway, my final recommendation is I would buy this lens. If I saw this lens, if I saw my video on YouTube and I saw specifically because I'm a portrait photographer and I saw portraits like this, I would probably buy the lens. It's 100% worth the money. I do feel like I will have the time to take it and learn this lens and understand this lens and what it does and how to use it. And then I would just go out there and take some fire shots. I am so happy with this lens. I'm so happy with this photo shoot. I'm so glad I did this shoot. I even said to the model while I was doing this shoot that I was so happy because in my head, I have this like list of 10 photo shoots that I've done. To think that I've taken thousands of pictures, it's not like a very big list, but this photo shoot for sure, it made it to my top 10, guys. Love this photo shoot. Thank you so much, TTArtisan, for sending this one out. I'm gonna leave all of the info down in the description for any of you guys that want to purchase it. Love you guys. Let me know what you think. If you have any other questions, then don't hesitate to reach out. See you guys in the next video. Should we do a comparison with the 50mm f1.2, like a full video dedicated to that? Let me know. I would be so down. We can do that in the next video. Boom. Love you guys. See you in the next video. Keep smashing your projects. Peace.
Just bring your head slightly more this way. Yeah.
Imagine if somewhere here is a corpse. Adventures.
Adventures. That would be a good YouTube video. Photographer and model find corpse. Then I would just change. That will be like 2 million views straight away.
So we have to get a corpse.
Exactly.
Since I'm a model and you're a photographer.
We need a corpse.